Hello everybody, welcome back to the JerBee apiary. Wanted to give an update from the hives up here in upstate New York from the late fall. The chickens are happy, everybody's running around, it's a beautiful day whenever I took an inspection. However, all was not well with all the hives. The flow hive was alive and thriving, however, they decided to ignore the flow frames again this year. The first year I had the flow hive, it didn't go well, they ignored the flow frames. The second year went very well. We had nice, good, just like you see in the marketing videos of hives with honey flowing out the back. But this year, again, they ignored it. So fortunately, just gonna have to go back to scratch and see why that is. Moving on from there, though, it was time to winterize this hive. So I scraped off the burr comb that was on the top of the frames in order to prepare things for the air gap box, which I'd put a medium on top of my hive. And normally I would fill that with straw, but this time I used a wool-filled pillow in order to provide the additional insulation at the top for everything. And then I wrapped it with an insulating foam cover on the outside of the hive itself in order to try to help out with that. They actually were pretty docile despite everything with that. They didn't really get too upset. Gonna have to see how things go here for the coming year. There were some wasps that were coming in and trying to rob from this hive. You see the girls there guarding as much as they can. And there's one of those wasps now. Moving on to the first Layens hive, and those are all wasps coming in and out of that hive. I knew right away there was certainly going to be a problem with this one. I had not inspected them in a little while, and I was just kind of letting them do their thing. Last time I looked at them was a few months prior, and they were doing fantastic. There were no issues at all. It was a thriving hive, and this was very much a surprise to see that this had somehow become a wasp nest. Looking at the top of the top bars, you can see dead bees, you can see wasps that are alive. Here are some dead wasps as well. So there was a little bit of a war that was waged here at some point, but I'm not seeing a lot of honeybees. And when I opened it up, there are some dead bees down at the bottom and just more remnants of war, but not an entire hive's worth, although you can see there's a lot of chewed up camping wax from where things are being extracted. So overall, it looks like they may have absconded, and this hive is cleaned out of honey when it had a lot of honey before. Maybe because they were being harassed by wasps, I'm not really sure, but they're gone. Oh, so unfortunately, not a great year for the hives, but we'll move on to other projects as time goes on. Actually, we're thinking about harvesting a little bit of maple sap this year, maybe make some maple syrup. We'll see you next time here at the JerBee Apiary and JerBee Farms.